You're driving home. Nothing wrong. Blue and red lights appear behind you. Your heart jumps. What do? Most people panic. They talk too much. They move too fast. And without knowing it, they hand the officer everything he needs to use against them in court. In this video, 10 real mistakes people make during a traffic stop, and exactly what the law says about each one. Stay until number 7. That one surprises everyone. Mistake number 1, saying, "I know why you pulled me over." The second those words leave your mouth, you've admitted guilt before the officer has said a single thing. Courts have used this statement as an implied confession. Say nothing about why you think you were stopped. Nothing. Mistake number 2, reaching for things without telling the officer first. Suddenly moving toward your glove box can escalate a routine stop dangerously fast. Always say out loud what you're about to do. "My registration is in the glove box. Is it okay if I reach for it?" That one sentence changes everything. Mistake 3, being rude or arguing on the side of the road. I understand the frustration, but the roadside is not the courtroom. You will not win an argument with a cop on a dark street at 11 p.m. If you believe the stop was wrong, that fight happens in front of a judge, not on the curb. All 3 of those mistakes come down to one thing. Anything you say or do voluntarily at a traffic stop can be used as evidence. The Fifth Amendment gives you the right to remain silent. That right exists precisely for moments like this. Mistake 4, consenting to a search when you don't have to. An officer asks, "Do you mind if I take a look in your trunk?" Most people say yes just to seem cooperative. That is your right disappearing in real time. You can say no, politely, calmly. "I do not consent to a search." That's it. Mistake 5, lying to an officer. If you've had a drink and say you haven't, that's a lie that can become obstruction. If you don't know where you're going and make something up, that inconsistency gets written down. The rule is simple. If you don't want to answer, don't, but never lie. This one, almost nobody knows this, and it has gotten people arrested who did absolutely nothing wrong. Mistake 6, getting out of the car without being asked. You might think stepping out shows you have nothing to hide. It does the opposite. Legally, an officer can pat you down for weapons the moment you exit the vehicle, even with zero probable cause. Stay in the car until you are asked to step out. This comes from the Supreme Court case Pennsylvania versus Mims, 1977. The court ruled officers can order you out of the vehicle for officer safety. And once you're out, a pat-down for weapons is considered reasonable. Staying in the car is always the safer legal choice. Mistake 7, saying, "I pay your salary." I know, it feels good in the moment, but legally it achieves nothing, and emotionally it guarantees a worse experience. Officers are human. Respect costs you nothing and improves every outcome. You can be firm about your rights and still be polite. The two are not opposites. Mistake 8, not asking if you're free to go. Once the officer has your documents and has done what they need to do, you can ask, calmly and respectfully, "Am I free to go?" If yes, you leave. If no, you're being detained, and that triggers a whole different set of rights. Mistake 9, forgetting to document everything afterward. The stop is over. Now what? Most people drive away and forget. Write down the time, the location, the officer's badge number, exactly what was said. If anything goes wrong later, that note you wrote in a parking lot is evidence. Your memory fades, notes don't. And the last one, this is the one that will actually change how you think about every police encounter you ever have. Mistake 10, thinking your rights only matter when you're guilty. They don't. Rights exist to protect everyone. Innocent people get stopped. Innocent people get wrongly charged. Innocent people go to prison. Knowing your rights is not about avoiding accountability. It's about making sure the system treats you the way the law actually requires. That's not a loophole. That's the whole point. If you remember nothing else, remember these 3. 1. Stay calm and stay in the car. 2. You have the right to stay silent. Use it. 3. If you believe your rights were violated, that fight belongs in a courtroom, with a lawyer, not on the side of a road at midnight. These 10 mistakes happen every single day to people who had no idea. Now you do. Share this with someone who needs it. It might matter more than you think. Next week, what actually happens if you refuse a breathalyzer? The answer is not what you think. Follow so you don't miss it.